Hey friends, it's your friend Lee McCormack. Good day to you. I'm on my way to a fabricator here near Denver to pick up a prototype rip row. We're working on some things, so stay tuned for that. Anyway, hey, so last weekend I raced the Firecracker 50 up in Breckenridge. I did half of it with my friend Ross. Last year I did it just to see if I could do it. It was my first endurance race in about 25 years, and I could do it. And it was fine, I underpaced. It's fine. And then I did the True Grit 50 earlier this year, the full 50 technical, did with my friend Leslie. It's fine. The shoulders, man, they really hurt. And I did it again this last weekend. And it's funny. Like, I went into it just like, I kind of was like, forget shoulders. Like, there's nothing you can really do about the shoulders at this point. I do PT, I rip row, I lift, I move the best I can. The fact of the matter is, they're destroyed. Like this one, there's a broken collarbone. Both joints are internally destroyed. I'm told by every doctor, dude, you need replacements. I'm just waiting for that. So, but it's like, in these big rides I've done, the pain's been pretty bad, but I pushed through it, So I felt like it was worth pushing through for whatever reason. So anyway, this time, my off-season training was awesome. I was in good shape, core strength, amazing, overall life happiness, all-time high. I had a little injury, of hubris injury on my right calf going in. Yeah, I was at like this pump track party, and I was in a mood. I was wearing like these little fluorescent orange shorts, no shirt, cracking out long laps, and I put my foot on the wrong part of the pedal, and I knew it. And I felt a strain in my right calf, and I kept going like a dummy. That's just pride, stupid. So I've been nursing that injury. Anyway, so I went last weekend, and beautiful trails, beautiful mountains, great people. My fitness is awesome. My core strength, my general, goodness and unity with the great Oreo in the sky, awesome. But let me tell you, my shoulders, not so good. And about 2 hours in, it started to hurt a lot. Like a lot. Like, and we're all athletes around here. So for me to say something hurts a lot, that means something. It's not like I'm just going to sit around the house with aches and pains. I wake up every day in pain if I push through it, And so this was just heavy duty physical pain. And I was at one point, I was going along, riding along, and I was like, and then also I had some kind of expectation or hopes. Like I knew based on last year's results that we could podium if I gave her. And I know that Ross really wanted to podium. Like he really put a lot of effort into that. And I wanted to do what I could to bring him there. But so at one point I was riding along, and I was just like, man, like I'm just experiencing physical misery and emotional disappointment. And I'm like, that's not a good way to think about this. So I decided, you're in this kind of pain. Go there. Let's see what's here. So and I played some kung fu games. I rode my bike fine. No mistakes. I led some people down some downhills at good speeds. My climbing was actually really good, especially toward the end. But I made a decision. And I don't have words. It's like when my shoulders get going, especially the right shoulder, it's white hot. It's blinding pain. And I've been pushing through it, for years. And I decided the other day, I was like, you know what, Lee, you were built to suffer. You were raised to suffer. That's absolutely true. And you have the ability to push through enormous amounts of pain. It's probably, partly that's part of my success as an athlete and as a person, for sure. Also part of the demise of my shoulders and maybe some self-destructive tendencies, let's say. So anyway, I've always been a guy to push through it. But, I made a decision out there. I was like, Lee, just because you can suffer doesn't mean you have to. And you knew going into this that it was going to be like this, and you went for it anyway. And I'm really kind of reconsidering that, And so this is the policy. I made a decision. I'm like, I'm not going to go into a situation where I know I'm going to endure excruciating pain unless there's a good reason, right? So I might, of course, lifting a burning car off a kid, of course I'll do whatever it takes. Run into a burning building, I'll do that sort of thing, no problem. But it's like for a bike ride or a bike race, like, what am I trying to prove here? Like, I started doing endurance racing just to see if I could do it. I can clearly do it. As a matter of fact, from like a legs and fitness and core strength standpoint, toward the end, I was stronger than ever. I could do 2 laps. But it's like, dude, you don't need to be killing yourself like this anymore. Like, so much of my life has been built on suffering. Like, my dad is a very good man. And he, just like me, is a human. And he passed along some of his shit. The 2 lessons learned from my dad are, 1, what you want and what you get are 2 different things. And life is pain. And it's funny, man. Like, those sorts of things, you hear that every day as a kid. That becomes your reality. I'm here to tell you that what I want and what I get are the same damn thing. Although usually what I get these days is bigger and better than what I wanted, because I didn't have enough imagination to imagine how life great could be. And life is not pain. Now, the ability to suffer, the ability to endure discomfort to accomplish things you need to accomplish, that's great. But to knowingly suffer, to knowingly go out there and create long-term damage to my body is not okay. And I've decided I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm still a biker. I'm still a mountain biker. But you know what I'm going to do? It's like, I can go for a big, long trail ride. I can coach all day because I can like slow down. I can maintain my shoulders. I can stretch. I can do these things. I don't have, but if I have to engage these muscles, because there's no collarbone holding the arm on, right? The only thing that holds the arm on is muscle. And if I have to engage these muscles for hours and hours in a cross-country racing situation, it gets excruciating. So I'm here to tell you that I'm not doing that anymore. That of course, I have this ability to work hard, but this is what I'm going to do with it. I'm not going to use that stick-to-itiveness and that grit that I have to punish myself anymore. Those days are over. I am going to use that tendency of mine, that skill of mine, to do the deepest, hardest, most important work a person can do, which is to continue to cleanse this vessel of old limiting beliefs and various shades of bullshit, so that I can be a cleaner self, so I can be more connected to myself, to others, and to all. And this is my life mission, to help you all do the same, help you all elevate yourselves using the mountain bike as the vehicle. So that's that. I hope that's useful in some way. I really am throwing you guys a big old namastoke, and lots of love, and we'll see you out there. Bye-bye.